Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. I have a mirror matchup of Chaos Warriors for my next replay. Again, an online battle, quick battle. And we have Kolek Suneater coming back from his long encasement in ice, and he's making a name for himself in the Chaos world against this random Chaos Lord. Where is my guy? Over here. I just realized that when loading up the screen that guy is literally just a hole. His face is a hole. I do not understand. Like, look at that. I never realized what it was. Anyway, it just looks so weird. So my army is 6 Chaos Warriors with great weapons, 1 Chosen with great weapons, 2 Halberdiers with halberds, and 1 Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, which will be my main punching power. My opponent has brought Kolek Suneater, which is another Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, except he has Star Crusher as his weapon. He has 2 Chaos Giants, 2 Chaos Spawn, 2 Forsaken, 3 Chaos Marauders, 1 Chaos Warrior with halberds, and some 3 Chaos Marauders with great weapons. So, he's in kind of like a Legio, like a triple X ACs formation, which kind of looks cool, for the Chaos. They have the Chaos Marauders, and, like, yeah, it's just really neat looking. And then the towering monsters above them interspersed. So I have put my Chosen with great weapons into the center to face off against Kolek Suneater with their huge blades of death and their awesome skulls. I literally brought them just so I could look at them while I was playing the battle. But you can see the other Chaos army advancing. Whoa, okay. So, I'm gonna face off my Dragon Ogre Shaggoth against Kolek Suneater. See how he does. I'm not expecting him to win, but I'm expecting him to neutralize Kolek Suneater to do enough. And look at this, Chaos Marauders getting whipped at the beginning. But my guy's getting whipped by Kolek Suneater. So I'm gonna get a charge off and do Cascading Fire Club to do extra armor piercing. So we do charges all across the line. I have to slow this down. So I charges all in, but the triple ACs formation just collapses, which is not how it's supposed to work. I mean, it's not really a triple ACs. I don't think my opponent actually knew what that was. It's what Rome did. It was basically, you send it in your front line, you engaged, and then you had a second line to, the first line was to absorb the initial charge and shock, second line to move in, do the damage, and then the veterans in the back line would hold or flank around just in reserve in case things got really bad. But my opponent has just condensed all of it into one blob, and my Chaos Warriors with great weapons are gonna not do amazing, but will be able to hold up a lot of their units. So realizing that he's not using his reserves as he should, I send Chaos Warriors with great weapons going through, threading the needle as it were, and you can see them making it through right here, and they got through this gap as well, and so now they're flanking around, getting some rear charge penalties and flanking penalties, and getting this blob from multiple ways at once. So he has sent his huge monsters around the flank, so I've got my Chaos Warriors with great weapons, and more importantly, my Chaos Warriors with great halberds to take down the Giants and the Chaos Spawn. On both flanks, that is the same, so hopefully I can neutralize these Giants before they start rear charging. Oh, that poor Chaos Warrior, it is not going to live. Oh, does he? No, he definitely is not alive. So, I've casted the Cascading Fire Cloak to do as much damage against Kolek Suneater, and you can see I'm winning this battle handily. And now my lord is in the back ranks of these marauders, gonna make sure they rout. But you can see how quickly these Chaos Warriors get torn apart by the Chaos spawn. My halberds should do better, but the giant does so much splash damage that they are starting to flee. They are terrified by that giant. Kolexandir somehow comes back from this. I do not know, but he just did a bunch of damage to my guy. So I'm clicking as many attack orders as I can. But this is a really cool duel. Looks sweet. And I do not know who thought up these giant monsters, but they look like centaurs except cooler. So you can see the Chaos Warriors in the background fleeing from being outflanked. But now my halberds have broken, and the Chaos Spawn are going to outflank me, and that is not very good. So it is down to the last stroke who can win, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth or Kolek Sun Eater. Both have a chance of winning. I think they cost about the same. In fact, my guy costs more. I do not know why. But Kolek Sun Eater does rout just in time, with the support of my Chosen, who are Warriors of Khorne, it looks like. Someone said Khorne's Rage or something. But the outflanking has worked, and the terrifying effect of the Chaos Giant is routing all of my guys on the right flank. And they do not have any anvil on this side, so the giant is going to be less effective on my left flank. But I'm going to chase off Kolek Sun Eater with my Dragon Ogre Shaggoth because I know he will come back, and I do not want that happening. I want the moment to come back to be smashed into the ground by my guys. So I am starting to wrap up the left flank, but the Chaos Giant still has more than half health, and my right flank is almost completely crushed. My Chosen still have 42 guys left. This looks so epic, so heavily armored, with the skulls on their heads, the like bull horns. I don't know what those are, but the Chosen of the Chaos Gods. And now the Chaos Spawn have finally gone down, so the giant is completely surrounded. On this side, though, the giant still good health, and gonna pick up one of these Chaos Gods Chosen and just eat his head off. Does not care that he's special. He is just gonna get eaten just like the rest. So the terror-causing thing of the giant is very bad on my guys. Picking up so many guys and eating. They're having a buffet, these giants, even with their messed up horns. So Chaos Spawn coming back over from my right flank and just smashing into these Chaos Warriors and my Lord, who is getting beaten by the Chaos Giant really badly. And over here, I have chased off Kolek so well that that he has gotten off the field completely. But now all of the Chaos troops have reformed. I say Chaos troops. My enemy's troops have reformed, and now these units are terrified and are just going to get smashed to pieces by the Chaos Spawn. So now it's not looking as well for me. The balance of power is not in my favor. But my Dragon Ogre Shakeoff is coming back and should do some damage against the two giants left on the field. I'm trying to rally my guys as best I can with my wizard, but he's broken as well. So the only thing I have right now is Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and my enemy has gotten all of his troops quite well together. He has reformed and used his both flanks to crush the center that I had won originally. So now we're gonna face off with our reformed troops. My wizard comes back. So it is a last battle, kind of. It's come down to this. All of this fighting and all of this death and blood has been down to this final engagement. We are both regrouped, and it is a new fight. So the monsters are gonna come in and fight each other. I'm gonna soak up their charge with the the Chosen. Not a great unit to soak up charges, but they have to take the brunt because what I need to do is use my Shaggoth to kill the Chaos Giant, and that is a massive whack on the Chaos Giant. And the second one is not can stagger him even more. I believe the third should take him down because he's getting stun locked, and there on his knees falls the first Chaos Giant, and then the rest. I think he admits defeat, or yeah, my opponent does admit defeat. But it would have been cool to see the last Giants go down and the Chaos spawn. But you can see, my Chosen really racked up the kills, which is really nice to see them pay for themselves. 1,500, they're the most expensive infantry, I believe, in the game. And this Shaggoth taking out Kolexionator, very good, and also getting some kills on the side. But I think my opponent's monsters really carried him right here. Over 100 on each of the Giants, and very well on the Chaos Spawn. Very nice damage on the Chaos Spawn. So, interesting matchup. Chaos v Chaos. I've never played it before, and it was an entertaining fight, as well as a cool monster mashup. So, I'll see you next time.